Hello and welcome back to the farm. It is we're still in the early autumn, and we've got some preparation to do today. Our fields are not ready to harvest. The soybeans haven't ripened yet, so we are going to be doing some prep work with our fields today, or the field that we have cut. And that is to get, well, that is going to be to get some manure spread. But first, I need to get this, I need to get some straw in, or some bedding, fresh bedding into the cows. So that's where I'm starting today. Oh, not quite got that second one in properly. Always kind of hard to do this sometimes. Yeah, that's not gone in there properly. I'm going to leave this on here. We'll get the second one on in a minute. Let's go load this first one into there. Good. Yeah, so we need to give some straw to our cows, get that going. But we have this massive pile of manure here, so we're going to be using these two tractors, in fact, to sort that out and get that done. Let's load that. So there we go. Ah, I had some in here already. That's why we can get the second one in. That's alright, we'll refill and that'll be all good. So this gives our cows a very nice coverage of bedding. It helps us and then of course that produces the manure that we're going to be using today. Not take out my steps, please. There we go. So go and put that remaining one we've got in there. But yeah, that's why I had trouble getting in. I didn't realise I already had a bale in here. So I'll bring this round and head down here, and we'll just get that last bale in. Then we need to get the manure forks on here, which I've actually recently replaced. Realised that I could really do with some that have a bigger load on them. So yeah, we've got those to try out, and those to do. Alright, and here we go. Yeah. We don't need to use this ramp, but it does make visibility so much easier. So yeah, that's why I've kept it about. We want to move the tractor out of there. If we don't move the tractor out of the way, then the mechanism pulls those down and whacks them into the side of the trailer, which I really don't want to be doing. I just look at the soybeans are looking great, but they do just need that little bit longer. So we're going to give them to them and make sure that they do okay. Got a little bit of muck here to clear up, or a little bit of let's blast that towards the back a bit more. And getting it good. We'll spread this out later. We'll take I'll take the bucket in there and just sort of spread this around a bit later. We can only really get it to fire in at this point. So there we go. That'll be plenty for them. And we'll go and put this away, and we want to hook this then up to our manure spreader. So bring this around here. This goes in this shed. Right, so get this into the field, and then we get the manure in. Okay. And then what we're able to do is we're able to get that cultivated or ploughed in. So over this way and hook up to this. Now this is like our Andersen. This is a Canadian manure spreader, the Woodshire. We got it last year when we started doing this a lot more. Started getting a lot more manure spread around here. So we used to sell a lot of it, and we had a smaller manure spreader at the time. But with this, we're able to be a bit more effective. We'll actually come the wrong way. Angle it back a bit. There we go. Right, that should make it easy for me to load up. Oh, before we start, let's close this down. Get that out of the way. So we're going to go and put the forks on this, spur fork on this back, and we're going to go and load up the other. I've actually got rid of the bucket for this because we no longer needed the bucket for here. And we used the money from the bucket and the old manure fork, selling those, to buy this new one. Fortunately, it doesn't fit. It's not a green one like the others. This is a European one, but it does hold a massive amount of manure. So yeah, it's a good one for us to use. Over 2,000 litres of manure per bucket, which just makes it a very nice and easy piece of kit to use. And should mean that we don't have that many times to go and fill this up. And you see the difference that having the ramp makes to loading up. Very tempted to get another one put in down here somewhere to make this job easier. So let's see. I can't remember how much that is. Yeah, so about 10 loads, 11 loads off there. That's going to fill this up. There we go. Jump on the roof of the tractor and you can see nice load in there. So we are going to get this filled up, and then we'll head out to the field and start getting it spread out. And hopefully we've got more than enough to get this field done with this, which would be good news. A couple more loads should do it. Just topping it off. And we can go and get this out on the field and get it spread about. There we go. Yeah. Right, last one. You can see it coming over the top now. Just see if we can squeeze a little bit more onto this. Like so. Up. And in. There we go. That's about as much as we're going to fit on. Just a little bit left on the forks. We'll park this up here because, yeah, absolutely we're going to be doing this again in a minute. There's no way that we can't. Let's jump back in here and head out. Start her up. And see if we can't get this to go. Now I have put a full amount of weight on the front of this. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to handle this. Also, this is the first time, yeah, it's the first time this year I've used this, so I'm a little bit unsure. I'm going to turn my GPS on. And we'll set our first waypoint. Make sure we're all lined up. Yep. To unfold my manure spreader. There we go. Opened up the back. Manure's going out the back, and yeah, we're a little bit too far over. Missed the headland. But otherwise good. And yeah, running nicely. Just trying to keep an eye on the ground, make sure that I haven't already covered this, which I haven't, which is good. If we can get this part of the field done with this bit of the trailer, which I think we're going to. I think what our best bet is to try and actually do that. And then we can back off and come round. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, get ourselves through this part of the field, and then we've got the longer run, which will work much better for us in getting this whole field done. So yeah, I'm going to get through this. We'll use up the other 40% of this. And go and refill, and we can get into the longer parts of the field as well, and hopefully get this field done today. I think we can. I think there's plenty of manure here at the farm for us to be able to do that. Coming to the end of another spreader full of manure. Still a fair amount of field to go, but we need to go and load this up again in a moment. There we are. So, yeah, roughly working out where I am. Good patch of weeds to mark myself by. We'll head back to the yard and get this refilled. But the spread is going well, and yeah, this will give our next year's crop a really good base. We'll plough this in, or we'll we'll cultivate this in, and that will give a good base for the springtime. I think it might be for the soybeans that we will go in there next, and that will give us a good base for that. That will give them a nice start, and it'll be well into the soil by the time. Or be well integrated into the soil by the time we put those in there. I've got the back plate open. I don't want to do that while I'm loading. Let's get that closed. Yeah, there we go. And then we can fill this up. Right in there. Good. Let's get that into there. I'm impressed. This is working well. Better than it sometimes goes. The thing is, We don't tend to have a huge amount of drama around the farm. It tends to be a lot of just getting to it, getting your nose down to the grindstone, putting the hard work in, and getting things done around here. Rarely is there any sort of drama or anything around here. You know, the biggest drama is the kind of stuff you guys saw last time, which is that is suddenly having to go over and help out somewhere else. Other than that, it tends to be an awful lot of just cracking on with the jobs that need doing. And yeah, it's a fairly peaceful life from that point of view. You know, we keep it going, and it looks pretty good. And we make enough money to survive. There we are. So in doing so, I'm going to yeah, keep going with this, and we'll see where we are in a bit. It would be possible to automate this process, this refilling. Basically, I could put a conveyor coming out of here, picking it up off the ground, and you know, sort of stick a conveyor in it, and the conveyor would pick stuff up. But to be honest, I prefer this way. It allows me to control things a little bit more nicely. Feels like a little bit like yeah, a nice piece of work. And there we go, that's done. I don't know if we're going to need another 2 trailers of this to do this. Possibly. Let's leave that there. We have gone through a fair amount. Yeah, we've gone through a fair amount. This'll take us up to nearly 70,000 litres of manure on this field. This is why I was a little bit wary. I did think we were going to do better than this with the amount, but we are into the big part of the field. One trailer did the whole of this end of the field, and then we're just absolutely stonking through it now, trying to do the bigger part of the field over here. Right, there is our marker weeds. And we were on this return row here. Are we on the weeds? We'll find out in a moment. I think we were a little bit beyond them. You know what? I think we're on the way back. Yeah, here we are. This is our road. Have we got the back open? No, not yet. Right, and away we go. Like so. God, that field of maize is looking absolutely brilliant there. That will do us well. Oh. Let's back up. Bring it round. Let the GPS do its work. We can get back in and get another row. Now, actually, I'm looking at how quickly we're moving across this now. Are not that many rows left. It may require one more load of manure, but yeah. It's not going to be many more rows now. This spreads wider than I realised most of the time, to be honest. So look at how far over we are now compared to last time. And that is quite a way. And I want to be careful here. Right. That is a very, very steep fall down there. We sort of pushed the bounds of what we could get away with on this field when I enlarged it. But yeah, you can see here, we've got good coverage right along here. Until about this point. And yeah, we've got one more row after this. Whether we've got enough manure to get that row, I don't know. But yeah, one more row after this. But we're down to 30% in our spreader. I think if we got 20, somewhere between 20 and 15% left in the spreader, we'll be fine. We're at 25 at the moment. So that's actually looking really good. Nothing on the road, so we can pull out and stop. Back her up. Bring it around. And yeah, look at that. We're almost right up to the edge. May even have enough to do the couple of bits we missed if we're lucky, but I don't think so. I think we might do that as part of doing the canola field today, because yeah, we've got plenty of time. We're good, and we get both these fields done. That would be very nice. It gives me an excuse to go and refill this. 5%, 4%. 3%, 2. Oh, that is good. We can go and get some of the rest of what we missed done on the way back. Could have been a little bit more efficient. Yeah, we could have positioned it a lot better than that. But we can run it down the edge of the field here until we run out. And that will be good. Yep, there we go. All done. Close it up. And go refill it, and then we can do these bits at the edge. And that field over there. Now this is where it gets refilling it a little bit interesting, because I want to be round. Actually, it should be fine. I'm going to bring it through here, like so. Hopefully that will work for us to refill. Yep, there we go. Plenty of space for us to refill here. Go and get that canola field, which I think is not going to take much more than a single one of these. Much smaller field. There we go. And yeah, get this refilled again. Trailer's getting full again, and day is getting on. It is getting fairly late actually. It is 25 to 5 at the moment, and I'm pleased we've got that other. We've got our combined fields 20 and 18 at the home farm fields. I'm glad they are done. This will, yeah, that's done that. Hoping that this this manure will just cover this. I've got other fields I want to do this manure spreader, so there we go. But yeah, if we can get the canola field turned around, that would be very good for us. That will help us a lot. We'll be able to get the winter wheat in soon, and that means getting the ATAR out. I don't know how much longer we're going to have that ATAR. I think end of this year that will go back, and we'll be back to using our 7. We're not going to make enough money to get a tractor like that. We are going to buy the 6M though. We've currently got that leased. Well, actually, I might keep it leased, to be honest. We could do a lease on an 8R as well. I don't know if it's worth doing though. Right. So let's start that. Oh, my wheels. There we go. And oh, let's get the bit open. And start up. And away we go. Perfect. Set. And away. And we're right up to the edge. That actually is a much better alignment than we had on the previous field. Much happier with that. And we've got a little bit more space to manoeuvre because we've got this grass field up the top here. A little bit more space to manoeuvre. Yeah, we've got that field there is rainy because it's quite a dip, and I'd like to merge these two, but it's not really possible under the current setup. There we go. But yeah, we should get this field done fairly quickly and fairly easily with this. It's a good spread and a good amount, and yeah, should work out well. Looking at the levels, I don't think we're quite going to have enough to do this field. I think we'll get part of another row done. Oh, we might not even get that. But yeah, and then we'll need to go and refill. But that's fine. What I can do is yeah, we'll get part of another row done. Is we'll be able to go and refill, and then we can use it to get all those bits that we haven't done. So here the headlands are all good, but on our other field I need to go all the way around and get all of those done to finish off today's work. But yeah, there we go. That is done. We need to head back to the farm, get this refilled again, and then we can finish off this field, and then go and sort the headlands on the others. So round it into here. So much machinery we've got in here now. It's going to be coming to time to sell our this year's herd, this year's cattle. They're all beginning to look nicely fattened up. So yeah, it's soon going to be cow selling time, which is good. That's going to bring in a very nice amount of money for the farm, and then yeah, and then we'll get another set come springtime. It always gets a little bit quiet around the farm around winter though, because we don't breed, we just fatten. We only have them here for sort of 9 months-ish in order to do that. We get them up to 1,200 pounds and then sell them off. And it takes us about 9 months to fatten them up to that. And then we buy them in again the next year. And yeah, all the time they generate the manure for us to use coming up to here. There we go. So we'll get this. That's gonna be about it. Have a look. Screen save. So yeah, 55%. We'll go with that. We'll see. We'll see where that takes us. Don't think we're going to need much more than that. A couple of little headlands to do. A couple other bits to do. But in general, it's just getting the. Getting this canola field covered. Across here. Because then I can show you what I mean. I want to merge these two fields, but if you look at this, that is quite a shift coming up there. Not as bad as I suspected it was, but still not great. Right. Yeah. Coverage. A fair way down the field by those things. A dead crop there. Wow, we did get a fair way down the field. About halfway back. So that's really good. 50% is going to give us plenty to be getting on with here. And plenty to work with. We do have a car coming. There we go. And then just last row here. Try not to cover the road in it as well. People tend to complain when I cover the road in manure. I think I would complain if I covered the road with manure. But it's, yeah, so we try and keep it in the field as much as possible. Shouldn't be too hard. And then, yeah. That has cleared that. Right. We head down here. We know we've got a little bit of headland to do. So we've got the thin bit where we didn't quite get the GPS right down here. I need to just run along this headland here a bit first. We initially, about the length of the soybeans, we're missing some of the ends. So I'll just run along here a little bit. Make sure that this has got good coverage. I think I got it to about here is where I want to get got good coverage for the rest of that. And that gives us sort of 13% to spread around our other bits. And make sure I've got good coverage on this field overall. Again, we're looking down here for where there-ish. Run this along here. I want 5% left if I can. Just to run along the side. Don't think I'm going to get it. Yeah, there's 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, I wanted a little bit more just to finish off the edge of this, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Headlands are always a little bit worse. But we've got a section along here that we need to run along as well. There we go. That is that done. Let's get this back to the yard. That little bit of headland I'm not going to worry about too much. And yeah, I've got a little bit of cleaning up to do before I finish today. But yeah, there we go. That is the manure spreading done for today. So yeah, we're going to leave this here. Which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.